A lot of talks on the platform today are talking about OKEx talks. We're going to educate you, orientate you, and inform you as regards a lot happening in the ecosystem. By the way, in case you don't know, OKEx Nigeria is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in Nigeria and Africa, and of course, the world, if you ask me. And then today, OKEx is saddled with the responsibility of educating, orientating, informing, teaching people about cryptocurrency. It's a firm or an exchange platform that wants to make sure they eradicate poverty from Nigeria. It's a platform that seeks to make sure that everyone is living large, if you ask me that question, and of course, they're living fine. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And today we have a guest who is a very versatile personality. She is a lady or a woman, if you ask me. She is sound, sane, rational, logical. She is a don also in the ecosystem. I won't tell you the name for reasons best known to me. Of course, we'll have the team of OKEx Nigeria, Mr. Paul Lizafulukwe. Of course, he'll be in the building too. And of course, he'll be sharing his thoughts on the very important topic tonight, which is creating wealth through NFTs. My name is Emmanuel Ogundele, and I'll be the one in charge of the show today. I'll be your host. I beg your pardon. I'll be your moderator for the show today. We'll go on a break. When we come up from this break, I'll be introducing my guest in such a way that it's going to be an unusual way that we introduce the guest, in a very unusual way, because this guest I'm talking about is a she. I guess it's a she, and then it's most times not really. We don't really see she in the space there, but this she I'm talking about, I will not call the name. I will introduce her via a platform in a special way. The she in particular is very, very the dogged personality. And then that reminds me of what we say that what a man can do, a woman can do better. I'm not being a feminist there. Or I'm not a feminist, but I'm just being realistic here. And I will go on a break now. When we come back, I'll be introducing my guest in a special way to the building. Don't go anywhere. Join us again. OKEx Talks. Welcome back to the studio, OKEx Talks, and of course, today we'll be talking about creating wealth through NFTs. And what does this mean? What does NFT mean? Or non-fungible tokens? What does it mean? A lot of persons just hear NFTs maybe on football when they hear a club. What does it mean? How can you create wealth through NFTs? I won't answer that question. You know why? Because of those questions. Because I have a guest in the building. It's a she, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome this personality. She's the founder of Tulip Africa. Let's know what I'm talking about. We're back.
Kala Obakolo, also known as Kala Gold, is a business developer in blockchain, a digital marketer, and a music artist. She is the founder of Tulip, Africa's #1 NFT platform that provides utility to NFTs beyond art. Kala Grace Obakolo is a Nigerian blockchain enthusiast and cryptocurrency advocate. She was born in Ogwanda, Sakle, an inner city of Delta State, Nigeria. She is the first child of her parents, and she studied management at the University of Port Harcourt in River State, Nigeria. Kala is a blockchain enthusiast and a cryptocurrency advocate whose journey in the blockchain space started in 2016. Within the past 5 years, she has diligently carried research and gathered good knowledge about top blockchains, including Algorand, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more. In 2019, she became an Algorand ambassador, where she got the avenue to educate over 300 young people about cryptocurrency and blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you founder of Tulip Africa, Kala Grace Obakolo, to OKEx Talks tonight.
Okay, welcome back. So, Mrs. Carla Grace Obakpolo, it's nice to have you on OKEx tonight. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. It's an honor to be here. Thanks a lot. Can you hear
Okay, of
me?
course. I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
I can
cool.
hear you loud and clear. So it's nice to
All
have
right.
you, Mrs. Carla Grace Obakpolo, the CEO or the founder of Kilo Africa. She's a very unique personality. And of course, our host is also in the building. So our host is in the building, Mr. Paul Izafulukwe. I think I should introduce him in a special way too. Okay, we'll go on a break now. Of course, okay, we'll go straight to introducing our guest, the team lead OKEx Nigeria. We'll be back.
Paul Ezafulukwe is a unique personality, was paid and sacrificed a lot in the ecosystem. He is a graduate of Bayero University, Kano, with a fantastic degree in economics. He is one of the fathers when it comes to cryptocurrency, blockchain, and fintech in Nigeria, and by extension, Africa. Paul Ezafulukwe is the business development team lead at OKEx Nigeria, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange platform in Nigeria and Africa. He is the ex-president of Stakeholders in Blockchain Technology Association of Nigeria, SIBA, and currently chairman of the board of advisors of the association. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to welcome this dawn in the ecosystem, Paul Ezafulukwe, to OKEx Talks tonight.
TV station that have to do with blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech. So dedicated. So, Mr. Paul Ezafulukwe, it's nice to have you this night. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you, Carla, for coming. It's a great pleasure having you on OKEx Talks. We look forward to an exciting evening.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Paul. We look forward to an exciting evening because I expect that we're going to be educated, oriented, and informed as regards NFTs tonight. Now, the topic is creating wealth through NFTs. And of course, I know that Mr. Paul will talk about it. And of course, our guest in the building talking about Mrs. Obakpolo will be sharing his thought as regards that one. Now, straight to business because we don't have much time. Meanwhile, if you're watching on YouTube, you can still download our application through your just go straight to your Google Play Store or iOS and download the CNETv application, and of course on YouTube too. You can watch. So drop your questions, and they are here to answer your questions. Just go to the comment section, drop your questions, and then they will answer your questions as it were. Now let's go straight to business. Mrs. Grace Obakpolo, when we say NFT, non-fungible token. Oh, sorry, Miss Grace, I beg your pardon. When you say non-fungible token, we don't know it. People don't understand what it means. The only time people hear, or most persons hear non-fungible tokens, is when you hear La Celeste of Argentina is going on tokens, or Manchester City and the likes. A lot of persons in this area don't know what NFT or non-fungible token means. Could you please let us go into what NFT, what it means, Miss Grace?
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Like, in the NFT space, I like to go by the name Carla God. Right. So you could, because I'm an artist also, so you could call me Carla God. Um, also. So when we talk about NFTs, um, we as Clip, we recently wrote some sort of handbook for independent artists to understand what NFTs are. Right. So when you hear NFTs, first you understand that they are non-fungible tokens. Now, understand that fungibility plays a very big role in NFTs, right? When you look at when you look at our world today, we interact with non-fungible items, right? We as human beings, we are non-fungible. You can't have any other color god anywhere in this world. Even if the person looks like me, there is a composition that's different, in what I have than what the other person has, right? Now, when you look at fungibility, items that can be interchangeable, they are fungible, like our fiat currencies, right? They are fungible. You can interchange them. Okay, now bringing it to the blockchain space, tokens are various codes or various items built on the blockchain. That's why they are tokens. Okay, so we explained all of this, but this is the technical aspect of it. We explain all of this in the book. You could just go to our Twitter and maybe join our Telegram channel, and we'll give you the link to get there. But to understand NFTs, you need to understand the value of authentication. You need to understand the value of ownership, right? If cryptocurrencies can be made on the blockchain, cryptocurrencies that are fungible, right? They are basically lines of codes that can be made on the blockchain. NFTs are non-fungible cryptocurrencies on the blockchain. What does that mean? I can tokenize an asset, a real life asset, whether it is a virtual asset like experience in a concert, or like sentimental attachment to an artist, whether it is a virtual arts asset like that, or it is a physical asset like a property or a certificate. I can tokenize it. I can create the digital version of that asset on the blockchain, and it will have value. It will be authenticated, and ownership can be verified. To understand NFTs, you need to understand the importance of owning something and verifiability of ownership and the ability to transfer ownership, right? If I give you a gift and you're not allowed to transfer it or you're not allowed to send it to somebody else, do you really own that? Someone else. Okay, so non-fungible tokens give people the ability to tokenize anything. Now, when we talk about anything, you look at the aspect of you just mentioned football. People love football. They love these players. Do they get any extra income from loving these players? No. There's a sentimental attachment to that, right? Now, this sentimental attachment can be made into a token on the blockchain. And because it is on the blockchain, it's secure. I can verify the authenticity. I can say that whatever NFT I have, if I'm a Messi fan, I know that this NFT is, something from Messi, right? I'm only a piece of him. And there are a lot of other aspects you get to
Okay.
it to this. My love for Messi is like I'm not a football person, but let's say I'm a football person. My love for Messi cannot be quantified, like put as a value. It's sentimental.
Okay.
So that attachment is tokenized on the blockchain as his person. That's why NFTs have value because of the sentimental aspect to it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Color God. If I use that term, I love that.
Should I
Color
go on? Did
God.
you get all that?
I did understand what you're saying. I can understand. In fact, I get what you said, what you just said a couple of minutes ago, explaining how what NFT is, and of course, is a virtual store on blockchain. I really understand that. But as a people in this part of the world, that we know little as regards NFTs, because
Okay.
uh, we know little as regards NFT. Now, how do we start to say, okay, we make money? Because when you talk about NFT, what comes to mind is cryptocurrency. We'll still get to that level. But how can a normal
Okay.
person on the streets of
Yeah.
Lagos or Abuja or Oshobo or Ile-Ife or Abia understand that how he can make money using NFTs? Did you get my question? Okay, Kalago, did you get my question?
Okay, yeah, I think I got your question. You're asking how can
All right,
a normal person, a layman, make money using NFTs, create wealth using
exactly.
NFTs. Okay, thanks. To look at NFTs, they are cryptocurrencies. The only difference is that they are non-fungible cryptocurrencies. They are cryptocurrencies that we can relate to, because they are given aesthetics, and they are also attached to real life items that we relate with. Okay, now that's this reason is one of the motivation for building Clip, right? When you look at the NFT space, all of the projects, I started my research in September 2020 before building Clip. The research was, to lead up to building Clip with a team of persons.
I
African
guess
continent. There were no NFT platforms or projects that served the African continent, right? Just like in cryptocurrencies, you identify new emerging projects that are solving new problems, and then you buy those tokens and you hold on to them, or trade them. The same thing can be done with NFTs. You identify new emerging projects, NFT projects that are coming up. And when I mean NFT projects, I'm not talking about the token. I'm talking about the project. For example, one of the business model for Clip is that the top African artists and also independent artists that we see today. Let's take music for example. Although we cut across
Yeah.
music, film, fashion. So let's take music for example. Identify some of the upcoming artists that you know, male or female, right? Identify some of them. If they have NFTs, buy them, right? Now, let's take a use case for Two Face. Two Face has been in the industry for, he's a legend, right? In the industry, everybody can relate to him. Imagine if when Two Face started, blockchain was already rampant in Africa and NFTs were already rampant, and Two Face had his NFT as an upcoming artist, right? Now, just for you being a fan, holding that token, by now, the value of that NFT would have increased, right? It will not remain the same.
Yes.
This person has become a
Okay.
legend. All through that period, all the awards that he's getting, the exposure that he's getting,
Okay. The network is not really smiling here. Okay, I feel the network is not really smiling. Oh, we'll go straight to Mr. Paul Izafulukwe, the team lead OKEx Nigeria. I know you want to share a few thoughts. I forgot this topic for tonight. Mr. Paul, your thoughts. I forgot what we've been talking about in the last, say, 20 minutes, Mr. Paul. I can't really hear you too. Okay, we'll go on a break now. When we come
Sorry, can
back,
you
I
hear
will allow
me?
Mr. Okay, I can hear. Go ahead, Mr. Paul. I can hear you now.
Okay. As Carla has said, Carla is she's the expert on NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and like she has said, the beautiful thing about those classified tokens are their fungibility. Their ability to be non-fungible. Being able to tokenize people's perception of something. It could be an artwork. It could be the feelings fans have towards a player. It could also be, there are so many things that are being tokenized now. A lot of non-fungible um, items, artwork, uh, the reverence for players, reverence for music icons, and so on and so forth. So the ability for those assets to be tokenized and sold, authenticated on the blockchain, and own the rights of that being owned by people is the beautiful thing about the digital economy on that aspect. So, and on OKEx, because that's where I'm going to talk from. We have quite a number of them listed on our platform. We have YGG, Yield Guild Games. We have a recent one, WNCG, wrapped 9 uh, games. And Axis Infinity is listed on our platform. Smooth Love Potion is listed on our platform. They're decentralized, a lot of them. And we look forward to people coming to interact with them. I am here, I always tell you, I'm also here to learn. I want to learn from Carla. She's the expert
Yes, right.
on NFT, so I'm here to learn and add to what I already know.
Okay. Thank you very much, Osted. We'll go back to Carla God. We lost we didn't lose her rather. We just lost the connection due to the network. Let's go back to Carla. She was dropping her thought before the network issue there. So Carla God, you were talking about NFTs as regards the street. So could you please continue your thoughts, Carla God?
Okay, sorry. I had a really terrible name.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead. Are you there? Okay, I still watching CNETv, and of course, it's still OKEx talks with, of course, Kalagod, the NFT Don or Guru, and of course, a founder of Skill Africa. We'll go on a break now. When we come back, we'll go back to her because she has a lot to talk about. She's a professional. Let me call her a professor in NFT. We'll go on the break. When we come back, she'll be telling us more as regards some NFT. Don't go anywhere. Please join us again.
My name is Tola Joseph Fatudagbe, founder Crypto Masterclass. I've been using OKEx platform since year 2017. Talking about my experience with OKEx exchange, it has been very fabulous. I can't do a day without opening or trading on the OKEx platform. I encountered different challenges that I was hoping a particular cryptocurrency exchange will be able to solve. For instance, in the area of liquidity, there are some assets that I want to sell, and sometimes the order book may not be robust enough to fill my. OKEx is highly recommended. It's not about, hey, I want to trade cryptocurrencies. It's about knowing where to trade, knowing where to get robust market.
It is about knowing where to trade and where to the market to go. Okay, is the answer. That's coming from Father Media. Okay, we'll join back to Kala God, and then she will be telling us. So, Kala God, are you there? I guess the network there is not really favorable. Okay, you're still watching okay stocks on your super classic station, talking about CNETv and of course Conis Extra. And don't forget Conis Extra and CNETv, they are two children of the same mother and or father. And of course, we're here to give you. You can actually hear or download that TV application from Google Play Store or iOS, and of course, you can say you can also what this show value to. And I want to assure you that you get nothing but the best. So for the past few minutes, we've been talking to Kala God, of course, our host, Mr. Paul Ija Fulokwe, and they've been sharing their thoughts as regards to NFTs, non-fungible tokens. It's just like cryptocurrencies on blockchain. You can tokenize anything, and of course, virtually. And of course, before you know, you're done. She was talking about imagine having a musician who upcoming artist and then she start to you get the token and then she start to blow. Let me use the word blow, or she becomes known. It's for you know she goes and become a token will become very of course good. So we'll bring back Miss sorry Kala God, and she can continue thoughts.
Okay.
Kala God, are you there? Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
thank you. I had a really terrible connection. So, well, were
Okay.
you asking something? I didn't get the question.
You were talking about how we can a normal man on the street of Lagos or Abuja or Akwa Ibom or Yoshogo can actually buy or sell NFTs. And you're talking about you spoke about a musician. You used to face as a case
Okay,
study. That imagine
okay,
when he was still a plantation boy president, he's someone that
yeah,
had purchased this NFT. Okay,
okay, okay, cool, great. Right. So the way we can create basically, I've talked about how NFTs give us the opportunity to tokenize anything, right? Now, tokenize
exactly.
anything of value, right, that are non-fungible, whether that value be virtual, or physical, right? Now, NFTs are like just the way blockchain is a new industry space. NFTs are, they're like a new trend. Not like they've not been there since, they have been, but right now they're quite new. The first thing to do is
Okay.
to get knowledge on them. They're a new industry, so you're not used to this kind of industry, right? So if you want to make money, you want to create wealth through this industry, you have to start with research. You have to start with acquiring the knowledge, right? First, before you can even start making money with NFTs, you need to understand how cryptocurrencies work, why NFTs are important, and before you start, before you can draw a concept to know which NFT project would fly or which one will not fly. You get now. So that's the first stage. The first stage is knowledge. The next thing is application. So when you learn something, you have to apply it. Now there are different kinds of NFT projects out there. There are NFT projects that are based that are driven by community, right? There are NFT projects that are driven by use cases. Okay, so it's the same thing in the crypto space that we see. A token comes out, a coin comes out, and a lot of community use are backing it up, but the token doesn't really have any use case. Okay, and there are coins that come out that actually do have use cases. So you do your analysis and know which one to buy and sell. Now in the NFT space, it's called flipping. So new projects come out and you find out what the hype is, which community is backing them, and you look at the NFT themselves. What are the use cases? Now we wrote something one time, clip. We said that the future for NFTs are
Oh, the network is not really doing well. She was
that
saying something. Okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
okay.
go ahead, go ahead.
Right. We're looking at NFTs that have use cases, because with the trend we see is a lot of NFTs just come and there's a lot of hype around them. Communities doing stuff, going back and forth and all. Now it's going to go from there to utility. We're going to start seeing money from these platforms. You need to identify, how this industry works and okay, what NFT platforms to get into. One of my experiences was NBA Top Shots. That's one of my experiences. While I was doing my research last year, 2020, I got in the space. I got to interact with Pranksy. Pranksy is one of the NFT OG. Anybody who's an NFT person knows Pranksy, and he kept talking about NBA Top Shots. Then NBA Top Shot just came out, and he would say, "Oh, I just spent huge amounts of money, right? $4,000, $20,000 buying a moment." So I was like, "What's this guy? What's this moment?" So I got into start using NBA Top Shots, and actually made some money. I made some flippings, right? They're called flippings, where you buy some, packs quite cheap, and then in those packs come in rare moments, and then you look at them, you find out what their rarities are, if they're common packs or if they are, there are certain aspects to this. These are the things you find out in um in in your research, getting knowledge. So I saw that okay, this one is gonna do well, and probably a pack that I bought for like $30, I made like $300. That's like 10 times my money. I was able to do that because of research. At first, I sold something early. I sold it for too less the price, and then I got to find out that okay, this is how to know the value of each moment. It also made me look at the basketball industry and understand, okay, how is the game played? Who how will understand which players are good and all that stuff. So just like in the blockchain space, knowledge is required. In the NFT space, you won't really make so much if you don't get the knowledge, and that's one of the reasons Clip is
Um,
going to fly, because we want to educate Africans, right, and actually build NFT
that,
the way
that,
Africans can understand them.
a moment, please, Carla Gold. I think I should ask this question because away from before we go back to the questions, in Nigeria or Africa, reading habits, I'm sorry to say, this is very low. Meanwhile, you spoke about the fact that you started watching basketball. I know Toyota Raptors, of course, launched their NFTs some couple of, I think, months
Yeah.
ago. And of course, I know that, please make sure you are into my favorite guy talking about Chris Paul. But that's, by the way, on a lighter note there. Now, in Africa, we understand that the level of reading, it's kind of very low. And is your team, QLEAP, do anything to educate people as regards NFT? Because a lot of persons are just that, less concerned and
Yeah.
do not know enough as regards this. As I am, I'm learning more. Even my host there is even saying he's also learning here too, because you're a professor, you're a don when it comes to NFTs. So what are you doing? I mean, the clip as a firm, as regards educating people on NFT. They will go back to the number of questions.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. So, I mentioned when we started how we created a handbook for independent artists. So, we're looking at independent artists first. There's a lot of artists in Nigeria, whether in fashion, whether in music, whether in film, photography, there are lots of them and they're independent. It means that they're not yet mainstream artists. A lot of people don't yet know them, but they have the art, they have the talent. So, we wrote a handbook for them on how to create their NFTs and sell. We also gave them various insights into the NFT market, right? What will make you sell as an artist? So that's one of the things that we did. Then part of our strategy is we're actually employing something that I think I'm the first person to call that out. Info educative marketing. I call it info educative marketing. Info educative marketing is educating the market you want to sell to, right? Intensively, not just passively, right? So just as we have budget for our various marketing activities, we have budget for educating the people. We have budget for creating platforms and creating content that people can go through. Now we know that not everybody likes to read, but people like to watch videos, right? People would like to have interactive sessions like this and learn from interactive sessions. People would like to have their peers talk to them about a certain thing, right? So we're employing all of this, and we can't launch yet because we're still in the phase of raising our funds and doing our IDO. Right now, private sale is on. After private sale, we're going to have IDO, and once there's enough funds that we've raised, we can now actually launch a platform for NFT education where anybody can go and learn about NFTs. Like we can explain it to you like you're five, and they're all the advanced levels that we can also put in place for people who want to understand the tech behind NFTs. So all of these are already in place.
Color God, I really, I'm thinking maybe one of these days I'll go into music and showcase my dexterity on your platform. One of these days when it comes to music,
Okay.
or I could just, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts as regards that one. So anybody on the streets understand that
Thank
there's a
you.
platform that you can go, and of course you can. Let me use the word blow. We'll go on a break now. When we come back, this question comes to my mind, and the question is, what the difference between NFTs and cryptocurrencies? I know that NFTs, there are similarities, there are project coin and the likes, but what are the core differences, if there are, between NFTs and cryptocurrencies? Uh, we'll know this after this break because we need to go on a breather. When we come back from this break, we'll know this question. Of course, more questions to come. And of course, don't forget, team lead of OKEx is still in the building, talking about Mr. Paul, the professor of cryptocurrencies in the building. We'll go on the break, or we'll come back. We'll speak with them. Don't go anywhere. Please join us again.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Welcome back. You're still watching OKEx Talks, of course, on Saturday night in Lagos, Nigeria, from CNETv, and of course, Conis Extra. I need to ask this question because it's very important.
Okay.
I need to ask Allah God. I need to share all my questions and ask this question. It's about
Okay.
gender. It says that this coming from Adidayo Michael. He said, "How do you see ladies' involvement in NFTs? How do you see ladies' involvement in NFTs?" That's one. Then I have another question. Also, he says that from Tari John. What's your project plan for the next stage? I get you've answered that question, but I would like you to still shed more light because of Taryn John. First one is how do you see ladies' involvement in NFTs? That's very huge. I'm a fan of I'm a feminist, if I'm using that word. So please let us through that one too.
Okay. I think I only know of during my research phase and my interaction with people in the NFT community. I got to meet some. I know there are more than I know. I know there are more ladies than I know currently. But there was this one that struck out. Her Twitter handle is NFT Ignition. That's her Twitter handle, and we talked a lot. We had some projects together. Um, the involvement for ladies in this space, I would say it's quite low. It's not so much from my end, right? I've seen more ladies designing NFTs than owning NFT projects, right? There was one music NFT project I saw one time, and the founder was a lady. That's cool. But aside from that, where I've seen more ladies function in NFTs, maybe they are influencers or they are designers. There's a project that we're working on for African collectibles, right? Because we see a lot of people just create collectibles, and there really isn't any for Africa, right? So we're creating one from each tribe in Africa. Okay, I don't want to go into details yet, but you'll see the announcement
Okay.
later when it comes up. Now,
Okay. No
some of the
problem. Um,
designers on the team are ladies, right?
okay.
Some designers on the
All
team are
right.
ladies, but I've not really seen a lot of NFT projects founded by ladies.
Okay, thank you very much. The second question is very, very important too. As regards your next stage, you've spoken about it a couple of minutes ago, but because of those who just
Yeah,
joined us, could you please shed more light as regards the next stage? As regards NFT, talking about Qlip or Clip.
clip, yeah. Okay, so my project plan for the next. Okay, I'm not saying mine. Our project plan for the next stage. If you look through our roadmap, we find that after launching, there are various other use cases to NFTs that we're bringing into the space. The first thing though is by September we'll be launching our beta version, and then we'll be onboarding new artists. Very soon you're going to get the announcement on partnership on our platforms, different platforms that we're partnering with. The people who are already writing to us and they're already presenting to have their NFTs on our platform, African centric NFTs, both artists and history records of different African countries. Then that's one aspect. We also have our Benin collectibles coming up, which is an African centric collectibles, because there really is none to show that in in the space. All right, so we have this already, but this one are onboarding of artists. There's another phase which is NFT utilities. Okay, if you look through a lot of our content, we talk about our NFTs having utilities. So the first phase is to get this artist on board, to get this project, NFT projects on board. The next phase is to implement utilities with these NFT projects. One of the key examples is um, having NFT of one of your top artists, one of your top African artists, can give you access to their listening parties, can give you online
Okay.
access to their concerts, right? Another thing for
Okay.
utility is independent artists can have the NFTs on a platform and then have the live version available. So if somebody buys that NFT, they have the option to have the main work or the live work delivered to them. So we're creating a new stream of income for independent artists who create art. We have a token lock unlock activity such that if you buy an NFT, if the artist has integrated a redeemable thing such that maybe you buy this NFT, you can redeem the main work or the traits. You can call
Okay.
them or do something. They have a link that they can add to the NFT. So anybody who buys it has that link unlocked and can contact the artist to get the main work. So
Okay.
these are just some of the
Thank you very
areas.
much. Away from the questions now, as from coming from our TV app, of course, YouTube page. Now,
Okay.
Clip, and of course, one of the biggest in Africa, even the biggest in Africa. and of course, OKEx Nigeria, OKEx cryptocurrency exchange worldwide, and of course, Nigeria. Are you have any partnership? Are we seeing anything coming up between you and OKEx? Because uh, anything in the cooler coming between you and OKEx? Of course, we expect you. We're looking at a partnership between OKEx and of course Akli.
Okay, I think this is for support to answer, not for me. I
I'm
think
saying if you answer,
okay, I can't really say anything on that at the moment. Right? Like I can't disclose any information on that at the moment.
okay, no, but I just want to. I'll be glad if you just come
But
to
if
our
support wants
platform
to
talking
say
about
something,
OKEx.
you can, you can say something.
Okay. All right. Let's away from that. Away from that. Let's go back to. You will talk about it, but not now. You will talk about it, but not now. Quickly. Nigeria. I see.
Okay.
Countries of the world. Looking at going to NFTs. They tell you that it gets you closer to your club and the likes. Now, when are we going to see a country called Nigeria grow and understand NFTs? And of course, we start to see maybe aspirants of Nigeria have their own token, fan token. Our basketball, the Tigers, the Tigress have their fan token. Even the government have a fan token. Is that possible in Nigeria? Are you working on things happening like that? Maybe partnering with the government or with the FAs, maybe the football FAs, the NPFL, the basketball team, the name them, to make sure that they have their own NFTs.
Okay, yes. With the government, maybe not because of bureaucracies. I think one of the good part of the private sector is we're able to cut through a lot of bureaucracies that the government could, would have because of the levels of interactions, levels of organization that and administration that they have. But we actually have reached out to certain. There's this, I don't know. I'm trying to remember their handle. They are an African basketball kind of platform, and we've reached out to them actually. I think the issue is we've not gotten as much exposure as we should have, and I understand that because we haven't launched yet. So when we launch and we
Okay.
launch our ambassador program and we launch basically a lot of things that we want to do, we'll get this exposure, right? But we haven't gotten this exposure yet. So when you send mails to these persons, you reach out, and they necessarily don't reply immediately, right? And I understand that because they don't know us yet. But that was why that's the number one reason we set up Clip, because
Okay.
it will not be ideal for us as African um, um, platforms, African basketball clubs and countries, our artifacts launching on a European centric or American centric platform. I just don't think it makes any sense. That was the reason we
It's
set
not
up Clip,
saying.
because Africa has a lot of art. We have a lot of history that we can tokenize on the blockchain. And it's only right that it be done by an African NFT platform. And it's the reason we are the number one right now in Africa, because we have this at heart. We're not just wanting to create just any marketplace. We want to create a platform where our history can be tokenized on the blockchain. Our values, our fashion, our art can be on the blockchain that the world can come by from. So I'm really passionate about this and excited about this. Well, what I'm just hoping is that everything turns out the way we've planned, and we can make as much impact in the space such that when we reach out to these platforms, they are quick and happy to respond to us and to work with us.
Okay, thank you very much, Kala God. I will go on a very short break. When we come back, I will bring in the professor of cryptocurrency exchange, talking about the team of OKEx Nigeria, Mr. Paul Izafulukwe. I know he has a lot to talk about because I call him an orator when it comes to cryptocurrency, fintech, blockchain ecosystem. We'll go on a break now. When we come back, I'll bring in Mr. Paul Izafulukwe, our host, and of course, team lead OKEx Nigeria. He has a lot to say. Don't go anywhere. Please join us again.
My name is Tola Joseph Fatubadbi, founder Crypto Masterclass. I've been using OKEx platform since year 2017. Talking about my experience with OKEx exchange, it has been very fabulous. I can't do a day without opening or trading on the OKEx platform. I encountered different challenges that I was hoping a particular cryptocurrency exchange will be able to solve. For instance, in the area of liquidity, there are some assets that I want to sell, and sometimes the order book may not be robust enough to fill my order. OKEx is highly recommended. It's not about, hey, I want to trade cryptocurrencies. It's about knowing where to trade, knowing where to get robust market.
And I need to bring in case you don't know, OKEx is the greatest and biggest cryptocurrency exchange in Nigeria, one of the biggest in the world, if you ask me. And of course, the the boss is around. So I'm going to bring him in, talking about Mr. Paul Izafulukwe. He's an orator, he's a professor, he's a don, he's a scholar when it comes to, he's an economist, as you said that also, when it comes to the ecosystem. Mr. Paul, you've heard a lot of talks from Kala God. We would like you to just bring in your experience and, of course, your elderly talks into this matter.
Kala God, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Emmanuel Ogundele, for moderating the OKEx talks for the night. For Kala, I would like to say we just launched, I think some few days ago, we launched a $10 million metaverse program. And it is, we launched it under our Block Dreams incubator program. It is a metaverse program to help accelerate and incubate early stage gamified projects and NFT projects. So I always tell people that you must not be limited. So many things are helping us in this industry now. The interoperable platforms like the Polygon network and some other networks where you can infuse, if you go to some explorers of very big projects. For example, the Axis Infinity project is on two chains, is on the BSC chain and also on the Ethereum chain. We have our OEC. Our OEC means the OKEx chain, and projects that list on our chain, we give them preference. We have funding for those kind of projects. So we are looking forward to having Tulip. Well, as I talk to you, we're already ideating a very big we are working with a very big gamify and NFT platform in Nigeria. They are quite big. We're looking at how we can bring them on board, irrespective of any chain they start with. We're creating a platform where we can bring them to our chain, and they operate on two chains. We have, like I said, if you go to the AX Infinity, you'll see that they're operating on two chains. There are some NFT projects that are operating on three chains. There is as we talk, we have the is it YGG now that is coming on the OKEx chain. Even recently we listed Baby Doge on OKEx chain, but OKEx chain is not its first chain. So you have a lot of advantage hooking up with us. One of the advantages you get, we're going to create a platform where you list on our chain, and at the same time you get to partake in our $10 million metaverse program. That's one. Then secondly, as I talk to you, like I always tell people when we come here, we we've started a lot of things. It's not yes, we some other persons have been here before us, but we've started a lot of things for people in Africa. We currently have a funding going on for African projects, and Carla maybe would look more into that in depthly. But for we, OKEx, I need to reel out some of the things, beautiful things we have stored for everybody. We, like I said, we have our OKEx chain, our OEC chain. It's currently about $2 billion pool total value locked there. We have our bridge. We have our OKEx wallet, which is for me, not because I am with OKEx, but using it as one of the best wallets, especially web browser wallet. Apart from, is better from what I've seen, is better than MetaMask. The simple reason is that it has all the chains preloaded into it. You don't have to go look to copy to paste their network IDs before you can use. We also have a cloud service. Our security of fund is top notch. We have never been hacked. That is beautiful. We have a lot of rewards. We have a new referral system. Our referral system is even giving top KOLs, and I mean KOLs, I mean key opinion leaders in the community, as much as 60% lifetime rewards. We also have our Block Dreams. Our Block Dreams, like I said, our Block Dream Ventures is anything you can think of, anything you can come up with, anything you can come up with, we are ready to finance. We have a very robust order book, very liquid. We service more than 20 to 21 million people on a daily basis. So we look
Mr.
forward
Paul,
to.
Mr. Paul, I'm sorry, you're going to finish that thought. I want Kalagod to react to what he said as regards the check. Kalagod, please, I want you to because the other time you said, Mr. Paul, you have to talk about it. Now you have said something. I would like you in just 1 minute to react to what Mr. Paul said, and then you give your advice to Nigerians and of course Africans in general. And the final thought.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Your
Thank you
reaction
so much.
first. Your reaction first, and then your final thoughts.
Okay. My reaction. It's for I really did. I'm really happy, right? And I'm honored to be considered to um, be a part of the OKEx ecosystem. When we started Clip, we knew that we were going to have to go across chains. In one of the 14 reasons to buy Clip that we had, we said that we're going to have interoperability on our platform. So we already had the plan to. So after we launch in September, would look at every other thing that you said. Again, I'm saying thank you so much for considering us, for giving us this honor and privilege to be on on the OKEx ecosystem. Thanks a lot.
Okay, your final advice to people in the world in general before you leave tonight, Kalagod.
Okay, all right, thank you. So for people in the blockchain space, right? If you're looking to earn, you can't earn without knowledge. You have to know. You have to develop new skills. That's probably new skills of researching, new skills of increasing your attention span to receiving knowledge and applying those knowledge to what you do. And then, okay, for general in life, I'm Christian. I'm born again. So if you really want to live life and live life to the full, accept Jesus. That's all I can say. Every other advice is tentative, is based on your way of living. But
Uh, oh, okay. Thank you very much, Kalago, for your time. I hope when your launch, you would invite us here at CNETv, and of course we'd like to partner with you by the time you want to have your launch. It's next month, just September, just about 2 weeks from now. We should be there, and of course, just liaise with uh, my bosses in the building, and then you'll be fine. So thank you very much, Kalago, for your time. I really want to appreciate you for coming.
thank you.
For time. So let's go back to Mr. Paul Izafulukwe. Uh, I'm not saying reaction now, but of course he was talking. I just have to beg you for a short time. So go back to Mr. Paul to consider his thoughts. And of course, if possible, help us thank Kalago for coming today.
Thank you so much, Carla God, for coming. We deeply appreciate you being here, and we appreciate you accepting our offer of coming over to OKEx chain to do some things with us. We thank you also, Emmanuel Ogundele. Thanks to Lee of Coin News Extra. Thanks to all of you guys at the studio. You guys are doing an excellent job. We, like I said, we have a lot of gamify token. That those are the bosses of the moment. AXS is on our platform. YGG, WNCG. I don't normally give calls on. I don't normally give calls, but there are tokens. There are some gamify tokens that I see on our platform. They are gems. People are not seeing them. Some of them are going to do 100x. Some will do 10x, 20x. But just go there, like Carla has told you, do your homework. You need to know before you earn. If you start earning before knowing, you fall out somewhere along the line. So try to know what is up, what's happening, what are the NFTs, what really moves the market. How do you tell what's going to move next? Get to know. We have beautifully, we have an academy on our platform, OKEx Learn. It is robust, not just robust, it is self-educating. Go there, start your crypto journey there, and you can always use our P2P platform and other um, uh, all available avenues of the platform. It's very robust. Just go there and start your journey. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate everything you're doing.
All right, many thanks to Mr. Paul Izafulukwe. Is the team leader of OKEx Nigeria. If I decide to allow Kalagod go, Kalagod is another auditress or auditor. I don't know if anyone is correct there. Of course, she's been talking about a lot, and I've learned not just one or two. I've learned a lot. This, and of course, Mr. Paul Izafulukwe, a fantastic personality, and of course, a professor of cryptocurrency in Nigeria. Team leader of OKEx Nigeria, one of the biggest platforms in the world, as just talking. All right, I want to thank you all for watching the show tonight. We'll come again next week, Saturday. Meanwhile, download CNETv application on your Google Play Store, iOS. Download it and follow us, our programs talking about crypto name it on CNETv. Download it from a Google Play Store or your iOS, and then I can assure you that you get nothing but the best education, orientation, information is there. Many thanks to, of course, to everybody that won the show. Many thanks to Lee Wicham, and of course, Kenneth Kamchiku. Many thanks to them. Of course, my producer in the building talking about red wine, and of course, Che. We'll come again next week Saturday for the same show, OKEx Talk. Until next Saturday, please be a good citizen of your country. My name is Emmanuel Ogudeli. Bye for now. Bye for now.